Julia Vergara, life coach, empowering lives through inspiration. And today's topic is uncluttered heart to welcome the new. We've been talking about all these days, different days that I gave you homeworks about cleaning the closet and trying to clean up a little bit, not only your closet physically with clothes, but also your mind about thoughts. You've been writing down your negative thoughts daily. You've been observing how your mind is working these days and forever. Because if you have the thoughts that you are having right now, they're just the magnification of the thoughts that you were postponing. So a couple of things. One is I want you to write down, if you can right now, so you can do it live. If not, you just watch the replay later and you do your exercise. I want you to write down at least 10 names of people that you think you need to forgive, need or want to forgive. So write down these 10 people that you need or want to forgive. I know that we have sometimes more, so go backwards chronologically in your life and try to find the people that offended you, hurt you yesterday, the week before, the month before, and so on, until you probably reach years ago, or people from years ago just pop up in your mind. So write them down. No need to explain the why you need to forgive them. You don't need to give priority to the hurt that these people caused to you. It doesn't matter. Whatever hurt you is you, the one that is feeling it. Nobody can deny your feelings, and you cannot deny them. And we sometimes going, through our life, a little bit leaving us behind. We're like, oh, I'm fine. This happened long time ago. I'm okay. And sometimes we go in life like, that, didn't happen. That's okay. I'm fine with it. And we try to make it right before being. So forgiveness doesn't take place from a point of view of that is not. A lot of people have survived the hurt, the offense. I know I can do it. None of that is going to actually release the attachment of anger or resentment that you might have deep down. So let's be there for us again in the first place. So after you wrote down those 10 names of people, most likely the first 3 to 5 people that came to your mind are the ones that you need to forgive the most. It doesn't matter that it's little or big issue. Don't put any priority importance in those words that were said or actions that they did. And I'm repeating a little bit the last part, and then when Facebook gets disconnected, I go back. So it's not that the video is repeating, it's me repeating the last part, so you guys kind of follow what I'm saying. Okay, so you have 3 people now. You're gonna do another homework with the rest after today. Let's take those 3 first ones that you wrote down, people that have hurt you in the past. Take those 3 and now pick one. And with that, we're going to keep that person in mind for the meditation. Do not fear about, oh, but this other one needs also forgiveness, or this other topic needs faster forgiveness. No, because we're going just to activate in you the forgiveness feeling. And when that gets activated with the meditation, all this week, you're gonna forgive, like switching on and off, putting on and off in a switch. You don't need to go through the process that we're gonna go today, because you're gonna get connected to your higher self. And each time that you just call upon that forgiveness feeling that you're gonna feel today for whoever you need to forgive or want to forgive in this 10 names list, or even longer, people that are gonna come to your mind during this week, you're gonna be able to do the forgiveness exercise then. So pick one, and we're gonna do the meditation. And today, of course, I'm gonna have my eyes open, so please close your eyes because I'm watching you. And you're gonna start breathing deeply. And you're gonna be conscious about that breath, how breathing gives us oxygen, and how we release in each breathing also carbon dioxide that we don't need. So breathing is an exchange, and is how we regulate our bodies. It's one of the ways. And when you breathe slowly and deeply, you're connecting both of your hemispheres in your brain, the left and right hemisphere. And when they're connected, you make better decisions. You're less judgmental. You learn new knowledge faster. And in this case, we're going to use it to increase your ability to see beyond what happened with this person. And now I want you to imagine that you are by the beach, near the ocean, and you walk towards the shore, and you're really close to the water, and you're going to have a seat there on the sand, and you are protected by your angels, so you feel safe. But there's no one else at the beach, and you feel safe. And it is at night. And now when you look up, you can see a full moon, beautiful full moon. And now you see the reflection on the water. And you see how the water is moving, and the reflection of the moon is moving on the water. And you see a lot of stars. It's a beautiful night. There's no clouds. There's a soft breeze, but it's not cold. And you feel the sand on your feet. And now you're going to imagine that you turn back your head and you see a cabin. It is a wooden cabin behind you. And it has a light inside that you can see. So it looks like there's someone in there. And you're curious to see who's there. And you breathe deeply. And you continue breathing deeply while you're approaching that cabin. And when you're getting close to the door is open. You don't see yet who's in there. But as soon as you open the door, you see this person that you need to forgive today. And this person turns around and sees you eye to eye. And now you're walking towards the person inside. And you're gonna grab his or her hand, and you're gonna take this person outside to your safe place where you were seated before near the ocean. So you both are walking towards that place that you were before. You're walking slowly and you continue breathing. And now there's a little fire next to you. And you're gonna be there with her or him. And now you're gonna look that this person is like a child. So you're gonna be the adult in the relationship, and this person looks like himself or herself as a child. And now, looking into his or her eyes, you're going to tell her or him, please forgive me for any abandonment that I had towards you, for any words that I said, for any actions that may have hurt you in the past. Please forgive me. And this person smiles and looks at you, and it says, she or he says to you, no, you forgive me. Forgive me for any words that I said that hurt you, any actions that I did that hurt you. Please forgive me. And now as adults, both, you grab each other's hands, both of them, look in the eyes, smile at each other, and say, I forgive you. And the cords, that energetic, emotional cords that were attaching you with this person, are invisible cords that are going from your belly button to the other person's belly button. So you imagine those cords, and now you're going to cut them. You're gonna cut them and toss them in the fire, and the fire is gonna transform those cords in love energy. And now the only connection that you have with this person is a love energy connection. Now you're gonna breathe deeply. And now this person is smiling at you and feeling relief in his or her heart, and a joy that you gave this person this joy. And you're feeling this same joy and love for this person. You're gonna say to each other, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the lessons that I came here to learn from you. You're saying it to this person, and this person is saying that to you. Thank you for the lessons I came here to learn from you. I love you. So this person now doesn't have any attachment of hurt, anger, despise. It only has the love that remains between the two of you. Now this person is gonna go back to the cabin, and you're gonna go back and sit down in front of the ocean with the view that you had before. And you feel light, you feel happy, you only feel love. You're gonna breathe deeply. And slowly, you're gonna come back here, wherever you are, in the room that you are, in the position that you are, and you're gonna start feeling your body slowly, your feet, your hands, your head, coming back, coming back, coming back. Take a deep breath. Don't open your eyes still. Wait. Wait and be thankful, because you gave yourself this time for forgiveness, for healing. You are near nature, you're part of nature, and you're grateful that nature is there for you. And slowly come back to the sitting position, and slowly open your eyes. and start telling me that you came back, so I know that you didn't fall asleep. And you may comment, how you're feeling now after this meditation, what came for you. Okay, you're back. Good. Is everybody back? Do you have any comments, questions that you want to share with me? Okay. I'm going to continue, but you can interrupt me if something comes up for you. Hi, Barbara. Welcome. Yeah, Chrissy. It's that freedom that forgiveness gives us. So when we hold either guilt or anger or negative thoughts, that takes a lot of our energy, emotional and mental energy, away from us. You probably have heard this saying, but it's true. When we are angry at someone and we can't forgive them for whatever reason, it is like drinking poison and waiting for somebody else to die. That is what anger and resentment does for us. It's an illusion. The other person is not suffering from your anger and resentment, only you. And it takes a lot of energy and mental energy and occupies a space in our heart. Okay, let's see, Noni. Okay, so this person that Noni was forgiving is not, for the ones that cannot see this message. She says, for me, it is not so much a person who has hurt me, but a person who has a very toxic personality and cannot allow this person to get close. Okay, we have also protection exercises. I think I taught one in my mini masterclass, but it's a good point. We should have certain protection for certain. I didn't know about 2 years ago. I learned this, like 2 years ago. All my life I thought that everybody was nice and good, and they came, with a heart, and maybe they have hardship in their lives, and that's why they were behaving like a little bit not so good as a person. And actually what I found out is that 25% of the population are psychopaths. And sometimes the psychopath name, when we see it in the movies, for us is someone that is killing and being like a very criminal person with no heart. That is kind of my idea in the past, when I was like, oh my God, psychopath. No, those are in jail. And we came to understand and learn. I learned it from a PhD psychologist. She has studied psychopath for the last 20 years. So I learned it from her. I'm not making this up. And I didn't Google it. and yeah, those toxic personalities sometimes are a expression of a sociopath. Imagine out of 4 people that you know, one of them is a sociopath / or, and it's just that their behavior doesn't match someone that has consciousness. So they do things that you're like, really? So you cannot tell that is kind of not okay. Or when you tell them, hey, you did this and hurt me, they're like, no, you hurt me first. And they flip it around towards you, and now you're like, oh my God. Anyway, it's not the topic today, but it's a good topic to navigate at some point. So with this forgiveness exercise that we just did, this meditation, you have activated, and if you couldn't do it on the replay, that's fine. But when you do it, you activate this forgiveness in you. Now, this week from today, Saturday, until probably Friday, because usually energy works weekly. And I have to explain that after, because I talk to my clients weekly, and sometimes they don't know why. And it's because these meditations and healings kind of fade away within a week, and then a week later, you're feeling like oh my God, what am I doing? And then I pick you up and then you go down and so forth. So this energy of forgiveness is going to be with you at least until Friday. So every single person that you think of, it doesn't matter that happened 10, 20 years ago, go there and just say, I forgive you and thank you for your forgiveness. Because sometimes we may take the role of victimhood, saying, you hurt me. Yeah, but maybe I got hurt also. So since we don't know if you hurt them or not, you only keep track of who hurt you, right? We're like, this hurt me, tally, this hurt me, another tally, and so forth. But those people might have felt hurt by you. You don't know. And you don't have to investigate. You don't have to take the phone or email or get in touch with these people. No, if you can do it energetically. That is the beauty of us as human beings, that we are spiritual beings. We're energetic beings. All of that before the physical. We don't need a phone to actually have a conversation with a higher self on the other side of the planet, with a higher self of someone that we don't talk to them anymore because the relationship probably broke. We don't need to start again in contact with them, but we do need to let go of the either guilt, shame, resentment, anger. Those are weighing us. It's not doing anything to this other person, even though you don't talk to them anymore. That is the baggage that people talk about, that people take baggage with them and they show up in the new relationship with baggage and baggage. Yeah, we have some baggage, but why we need to have that much? And now that you are maybe more aware and you're listening to me, hello, my brother, and you're listening to me, and if you're tuning in with me right now in my group, most likely you're resonating with this concept. So it is time for us to start working on those little things that take away our actual happiness. So that's why I called the class or the session today that we need to unclutter our heart to welcome the new. And the new is not only because we need a space in our hearts to love other people, not only because of that, but mentally, because emotions, we create emotions with our thoughts. So our thoughts is the language of our mind, our emotions is the language of our body, and they communicate. If we start thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking something, most likely we're going to start feeling it. We fall in love thinking about this other person. We fall out of love thinking about how bad this other person is. Same. And sometimes we said, oh, I love him in the heart. I love him here. You love him here. Now you're feeling it in your body. That is the expression, how the body communicates. But you started feeling it here as a thought. That's why negative thoughts, keeping the anger, the resentment is just cluttering your mind / heart, right? So we are uncluttering. There's not such a verb. We are making less clutter our houses, right? We are in our house, we don't have anywhere to go, and we're cleaning, organizing. So it is time to do it also in our minds, in our lives. So both get coordinated and we are a whole. We are all of those parts, right? We are mind, we are emotions, we are energy, we are spirit, and we are material. But we have been so busy thinking about only the material part of us. Working, making money. All of that, I'm not making that wrong. What I'm saying is that we forgot that we have other things that we should be working on them in a balanced way. That's how I help my clients to find balance in all of them, because we are just spiritual beings having this human experience, but we make the human experience to be higher than actually our spiritual connection, our alignment with source, and knowing in your gut or heart why you're here. We get lost in the doing in the doing, we get lost, and we feel in these situations all over the place. Like, oh my God, somebody just moved the rug underneath me. I'm falling. It is time. It is time to get aligned. For this situation is just giving us the opportunity. And we need to take the opportunity to clean up our house, to clean up our minds, to clean up our hearts. And we don't only need ourselves. Go within. Not being outside distracted with the news, distracted. We already know what is happening outside. It is time to go within and stop the distractions of seeing those shadows that we have been postponing to see. That is gonna just lift so much weight off your shoulders, and you can be present for others. That is the beauty of it. And I told you yesterday, I'm happy. And yes, I have challenges. But since I do this kind of clearing often, I already got used to it, to do it by default often. Being vigilant of my thoughts, working on, okay, what is in this emotion? What is this emotion really telling about me and about my growing here in this earth with this spirit that I decided to come here? Why? So yesterday I reminded you, if God is within you, what kind of experience you're giving to God? If the universe has your back, why don't you jump? The universe is gonna be there. So all of that goes to you. The more we are self-aware, self-kind, the more we can project to others, the more we can give. And this is the last thing that I wanted to talk about today, which is the self-kindness. And sometimes people take this in the wrong way because we were brought up in a different way. Selfless. You have to be selfless and selfless and selfless. You cannot be selfish. I would say be selfish, please. The more self you are, meaning that you're gonna put yourself first, learning how to say no, because remember, if it's not a hell yes, it's a no. Sometimes people are like giving others attention, giving others whatever, serving others, and doing for others everything, and leaving themselves behind. That is not really self-kind. And then you said, okay, no, but I'm giving. There's a point that you cannot give anymore. You always have to feel yourself first in order to give, okay? So today we're gonna say yes for real to something, or we are gonna say no. We're gonna put ourselves first so we can give more to others. It's the only way, putting yourself first to give more to others. Hello, Sarah, welcome. Okay, so we have experienced a lot of cutting from Facebook, maybe a lot of people doing live videos right now. So go and watch the replay and maybe do again the meditation if you didn't do it, and take advantage of that meditation for the week to relax a little bit and start letting go and making space for new things in your life, for new feelings, for new thoughts. And please give me some feedback, comments, takeaways, something that you want me to enforce or talk about. I'll be open. I have plenty to talk about. I love to talk, so I can do it on my own, but I love your feedback. You already know me enough. You have heard enough how I talk, the topics that I kind of know, the topics that I'm learning, this topic that we talk today that I learned like 2 years ago. So I'm still learning, and for me it's like, oh my God, when are we gonna end learning? And yes, it's an endless process. I think when we are on the other side is when we stop learning. No, not even. Anyway, thank you for watching me. Thank you for being here for you. Julia Vergara, life coach, empowering lives through inspiration. And see you on Monday at 1 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. I'm gonna give you a break tomorrow, Sunday, so you can absorb anything that you need to absorb, analyze, whatever the case is, heal, maybe watch another of the videos that you have missed because we didn't have time to catch up. So Monday, Hawaii Standard Time, 1 p.m. Thank you. Aloha.